So hello everyone, as of now in the WhatsApp Cloud API series, as so far we learned how to send the WhatsApp messages, but we haven't seen how to receive the messages from the user. So in order to receive the message from the user, we have to create a webhook and subscribe to the specific object. So whatever the things happen in the object, then that will notify to our webhook. So this video it's all about the webhook. So let's go to the topic. So what is webhook? Normally in my tutorials, instead of telling the definition, I used to explain via use cases and the requirements because that is very understandable. To understand the webhooks, just watch this diagram. We use diagram for the easy understandable purpose. The thing is, instead of reading the documentation, if we understand through the diagram, that will be save our time as well as we will get a good clear understanding. So just think about this use case. So you having one WhatsApp app and your customer also having one WhatsApp app, right? So in order to communicate with your customer, you have to use your WhatsApp to send the messages. That's a normal use case, right? So whenever you type something, hi or something, then after you click send, that will come to the WhatsApp cloud. Then that will go to the customer's WhatsApp app. Then if it's success, then that will flow the number 3 and number 4 path, right? So this is a normal use case. What is happening in the WhatsApp cloud API is, to send the messages to the WhatsApp app, we are using WhatsApp Cloud API instead of using the WhatsApp app, right? See the below diagram, right? So here I change the WhatsApp app into our custom application. It can be mobile application or web application or desktop application, is anything, right? So if we integrate the WhatsApp Cloud API into your front end, right, any of the application, if you send any messages, that will also follow the same path, right? So number 1 and 2, if is it success or failure, that will come as a response 3 and 4. So this is a current case, but think about the second use case. So second use case is, if the customer send any of the messages, right, step number 3, the first path, when the customer send any of the messages, that will be a first path, right? Number 3, after that come to the WhatsApp cloud, then that will not send to your devices, right? What will happen here is, right, they mention in the documentation to implement a webhook and subscribe to the specific object. In this case, the specific object is message object, right? So whatever the things happen in the WhatsApp Cloud API, for example, if the customer send any of the messages, right? So if you subscribe for that specific event, right, then that will send the response like this, right? So number 3, then WhatsApp Cloud API, this will directly send the response to the webhook. From the webhook, we can get the response, right? So you can see, whenever user send any of the responses, that will not come to the path 4, right? Instead of come to the path 4, that will come to the path 5 and path 6. So this is a thing in the WhatsApp Cloud API. So now we can see the definition for the WhatsApp Cloud API. You can see, webhooks are simple way for services to send the data whenever something happens, right? So you can see, you set up an application or server to receive messages and give the service address. When an event triggers in the service, it can simply call the webhook to send the message to an application, right? Actually they are meaning this one, right? So whenever happens, that will send the message to the webhook. From the webhook, we can get the response, right? So why webhook is needed for the WhatsApp Cloud API? The way they implemented to design the system, right, for the easy purpose, they come with a solution, right, that's called webhooks, right? That's all. And you can see there are 4 questions. How to implement that, right? So how we can implement the webhook, right? So here I am going to tell a small introduction, but in the upcoming video, I'm going to give a practical, right? So how to implement that? First, we have to create a simple webhook setup with the WhatsApp Cloud API token. Then we have to host our webhook into the server. Then get the link to configure it into the WhatsApp Cloud dashboard. So you can see the second question, why nodeJS? Here we will go into use the nodeJS to implement the webhook. So those who aren't familiar with the nodeJS, just go to my YouTube channel. You can see, just click the playlist. So after you click the playlist, you can able to see API in nodeJS using Express framework, right? So if you click this one, I created a simple 6 videos, right? So this is a very understandable video. I can show that you will get a clear understanding, right? So better if you complete this video series, you will get a clear understanding about the Node.js. So if you take the first one, you can see this is 2 minutes, right? And 11 minutes, 10 minutes and 7 minutes and kind of a small videos, right? So if you watch this one, you will get a clear understanding about the Node.js, right? So in order to develop the webhook, so you have to follow the Node.js, right? This video. And if you follow this video, you will get a clear understanding about the Node.js, right? Then you can able to create the webhook. You can see where to host the webhooks and how to host the webhooks, right? So in future, I am going to choose a very easiest configurable server to deploy this webhook. So you guys see only 5% of people are subscribing to my channel, right? So those who haven't subscribed the channel, please make sure to subscribe, because this is the only motivation you are giving me to make the next video. And thank you so much guys, and thanks a lot.